Hi. It's been a while since I've posted anything on YouTube. And honestly, I'm in a completely different place than I was when I last posted. A lot of time has gone by and I really just want to share where I'm at, but also just be very, very real. It's actually starting to rain outside. It's like a typical wintry, cold day. There's no script. I actually just I'm going off everything that I kind of said in my head last night before I fell asleep. I didn't write it down or anything, so I'm hoping that I can sort of recall what thoughts I was having and how I am feeling. Where do I even start? It's crazy. I feel like something is happening spiritually. And only the people that have ever connected, I don't even fully understand it. I don't know how to put it into words to explain how I feel right now or what I'm feeling. I don't even understand it fully. I'm going to start with gratitude because it's something that was on my mind a lot last night and it has been on my mind a lot recently. For a while, I've been in a really negative headspace where I was working a job that I didn't like. I was complaining constantly. I feel like I've always kind of been a negative thinker, and it's something that I feel really ashamed about now. Whereas literally not long ago, I thought, I had every right to feel negative about life. But basically, I was just really stuck in thinking negatively about everything. And I feel so ashamed about it right now. And I know that is a negative emotion itself, shame, guilt. But, it's like shame in a different way. It's not the shame that I have felt before. I've just come to a realization that really everything that I have and everything that I've been blessed with, it's none of it is negative. None of it at all. And this might trigger people who do think negatively. There is a lot of people in the world that are experiencing traumatic and horrible things. And I'm not saying that there is a silver lining to everything. You don't need to find a silver lining to everything. There's some things that have happened in my life where I'm it just seems unfair. I'm trying to look for the positive in the things that I've experienced that have caused me a lot of hurt. Basically just traumatic experiences that I've had in my life. I'm trying to look at them in a positive light. What have they brought me that is positive? And how was it actually a blessing in disguise? Maybe I thought it was all bad, and it's not. And I actually did come up with a couple of things. But the thing is it's okay for something to hurt, and it's okay to, look at it and think, you know what, maybe it just was actually just a bit unfair and it probably shouldn't have happened to me. Maybe something positive did come out of it that I just don't know about, because I wouldn't know what my life would look like if it didn't happen. So it's really hard to just sit there and be like, I'm so glad this thing happened to me. I'm so glad I met this person. I'm so glad I went through that because I've come out the other side and I'm stronger. Because maybe it was just unfair, okay? And who's to say that you wouldn't be happier or have a better life if that thing didn't happen to you? So the thing is I know what happened to me has affected me a lot and has ruined actually a lot of things in my life. Has stopped me from getting certain opportunities, from having confidence, from having unconditional love, from having healthy relationships. It's caused me a lot of stress in my life. But the thing is, none of it matters now, because I was brought into this world. I was alive to experience that thing. So, like, none of it really fucking matters. None of it matters. And maybe there isn't a silver lining to the actual situation, to what happened. But, like, look around that. There were people around me that made me smile. Maybe they didn't fully understand what was going on, and that's okay. There were still loads of tiny blessings around what happened, and I am so grateful for those blessings. Honestly, so grateful. This might come across as something that's just like really dramatic and over the top, but I've kind of... October brought a few births and a few deaths to people around me, to people that I have been in contact with in my life. While few have actually directly impacted me, I've witnessed it impact other people. And like, all I have is so much sympathy for those people. It's like I actually feel their pain. A minuscule amount of how they're feeling, obviously. Like, I've sensed it. Not necessarily felt it myself, but sensed it. I've sensed the pain. Like, spiritually, I've felt it. It's made me just realize, like, I have felt nothing. It makes me so emotional, because it makes you think, like, of how lucky that we are. Like, we are not promised tomorrow. We are not guaranteed tomorrow at all. The fact that I'm filming this right now is a blessing. It's such a big blessing. And I'm so lucky to be alive today. We all are. It's really important to just be positive. And I know that sounds so like what do you mean just be positive, Natalia? Like, how can you just be positive? Maybe you're going through something. How can you be expected to just be positive? Usually I try to give like advice in my videos. And I have like sort of like a mapped out script, a mapped out plan for the video, because I really want to help people. But I think everything that I'm saying at the top of my head right now is probably more helpful than anything I've ever posted before. Something that has really helped me is to just bring like lightness into my life. Everything has felt really heavy for a really long time, and I've taken things very seriously. And I'm not saying to not take your life seriously, because we only get one life, right? That's the whole point. But we we are not the only people in the world, and we are very, very lucky to be here. Some people didn't even get to experience life. They've never really been born. Some people have experienced life to a certain age and never continued their journey. Maybe it isn't all about time. Maybe it's about the life in our time. Maybe, life is to not be lived. Maybe it's not about the length of time that we are around, but the depth that we live our life to. I have really bad anxiety, and recently I've really struggled to get out and do the things that I used to do. I used to not have the thoughts that I do now. I mean, where I live, I would say it's definitely had an impact. Like, it's not all in my head, because I could live in a safer place. But it's really got me thinking, like, do I go outside and take that risk? Like, sometimes I picture myself going to the beach and going in the sea. Whenever I've, been in the ocean or gone on a roller coaster, I've always just thought in my head, yeah, something bad could go wrong. But I'm lucky to be here to take that risk, So whilst it's important to think smart and think about your decisions before you make them, it's also just really freeing to be able to live. Just do that thing. Go to that place. We're not all in a situation where we can do the things that we want to do, but if you are, do it. Just do it. And if there's something that you want to do, but you're not in a position, but you can be in the position, then make it happen, because we aren't promised tomorrow. And the reality is that I could die tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if I believe in fate. I feel like I do. But then I'm not too sure at the same time. There's a lot of shit going on in the world. There's a lot of war. There's a lot of poverty. I find it's always the good people. Yeah. It's always the good people. And it's like, how could God have that and plan for them? I don't know. But all I can talk on is who I am, where I am, what I'm experiencing. And there's a lot that I'm very, very lucky for. But I would like to say I am just so, so lucky. If you have a roof over your head, if you have food that can be put on the table tonight, if you are surrounded by loved ones, if you have your family, if you have good friends, just good people around you, you are so lucky. That's it. You're never unlucky. You can't be unlucky. If you have the fundamental things that we need as humans to be alive, then you are so lucky. If you have clean water, you are so lucky. So yeah, don't go into your day thinking it's a bad day. Oh, I hate my life. I don't like my job. Don't go into it complaining, because you are so, so lucky to have what you have. And I said it. And it's true. It's so true. And you either will accept it or you won't. And if you don't, then God bless you, because it is hard out here and you're being way too hard on yourself. You're fueling negativity by thinking this way. To anyone going through a really difficult time, I'm so sorry. I'm so, so sorry. Just, for your own good. When I say think positively, I'm not saying oh, you're so ungrateful in a spiteful way. I'm actually just trying to help you. Really, no matter what you're going through, just look for a positive, because there is one. Maybe something bad has happened to you. Maybe you're going through something bad and it feels really unfair. Don't look at the actual situation itself and the person and what's happening. Think about what it's teaching you, what it's bringing you, what it might bring your future. Look at the other things in your life. You know, maybe there's, I don't know, something has happened. Say like your car breaks down. You have a car. You have a car that can break down. You have a car that can break down. Like, it can be fixed. Whether it can be fixed, maybe it can't be fixed. But let's just admit the fact that you've actually had a car. That's awesome. Not everybody gets to drive. Not everybody has a car and is lucky to have a car. Maybe your car has problems as well. Just be grateful for the freaking car. Maybe you go on holiday and you're like, oh, why can't I live here? Why can't my life be here? Why can't I experience this break more often? You got to go on holiday. You got to visit that country. Like, that is a blessing. Maybe you broke your phone, right? It's okay. You had a phone. You were lucky to have a phone. Like, having a phone in the first place, like, that is a lucky thing. And if you don't have a phone now, that's fine. Like, that's okay. Like, look at all the other things that you've got in your life. You have a job that can pay for the phone. There you go. Just get a new phone. It's replaceable. Some things aren't replaceable. Maybe you lose a family member. If you've got other family, just appreciate that you've got them whilst they're here. Because, you know, they could be taken away from you. And, you know, I'm saying this to myself, like to my younger self, like, you're too busy crying over somebody that passed away. But, you know, they lived to an old age. Maybe they didn't live to an old age, but they lived. And you got to experience memories with them. And that is a blessing. And you were so lucky to have that. Imagine not having that at all. You wouldn't have been able to experience that love for them, the love that they gave you, the memories, the smiles, the laughs, like that. You're not entitled to that, and you got that. So whether they're still here or not, they served their purpose. They lived their life. It gave you something, them being around. And whilst it is very, very sad that they might not be with you, just know that you got to live a life with them. You know? Like, it's really beautiful when you think about it like that. And you don't know what depth they live their life to. If they didn't live to an old age, like, you don't know what depth that they live their life to. You don't know, you know, how much love they received when they were here. Like, they could have lived more than people who live till they're 70, 80 years old. So don't assume, and just appreciate that they were in your life. Look at the other people in your life. You know, look at the other family that you have in your life. Look at all the friends, whether it's just one friend, even if it's just one friend, just appreciate that person. Yourself, appreciate yourself, the company, the love that you give yourself. Like, I give myself so much love today, so much more love than I have before, and I'm so grateful for myself, and I appreciate myself so much. Like, I give myself so much love. I feel that love, and yeah, I'm just, you know, you're never really truly alone. You are with yourself. God is with you. And I hope that this video is with you too. And it feels like I'm with you if you do feel alone. Yeah. I don't really know if I have much else to say. I'm a bit worried about this, like, offending people, because I would have taken offense to this maybe in the past. But be open-minded. Stay open-minded. And yeah. count your blessings. I love you, whoever is watching this. I appreciate you for watching this video, and I hope that this resonated. And if you would like more content like this, then let me know what you would like me to maybe speak about, or, you know, if you like this video, just let me know, because I will keep posting anyway. But yeah, I appreciate you. Have a great day. Love yourself and be happy.